Hey everyone, this is Crazyhouse here, and I wanted to talk about a very serious article that just came out from the New York Times entitled Anime is Booming, so why are animators living in poverty? Very serious story and something that I've discussed several times on this channel as well as across the board on many of my social media platforms. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. But just to let you know, if you like my commentaries and you like my art videos and you want to support me in any way, first of all, subscribe to this channel. And second of all, I also have a store, an online store that sells my merchandise. So you can buy my coloring books, you can buy my comic books, you can also buy stickers and art prints on my online store. If you also want to support me, you can also go to my Patreon, where I offer exclusive coloring book pages as well as digital artwork that you can download to put on your phone, on your laptop, or on your desktop, or whatever mobile device you might have. So that's what it is for my little advertisement, and I want to jump right into this article because, like I said, it's very important and very disturbing for people who probably don't know the behind the scenes of the work output and the money that comes back in from creating animation. But this is something that I know about as someone who's worked as an animator for over 20 years now. So the article has this story has finally reached the New York Times. We've been talking about this so much in the business that now it's starting to ring bells in the mainstream as well. And I remember talking about things like this way back in 2011, 2012, 2013, where I was sounding the alarm about the way these major companies take advantage of the animators and visual effects artists that work for them. And it goes on in Japan as well. So, they're saying that anime right now is a very big business. It's booming. There are so many people out there and there's so much hunger for it. And there are people binge watching it on all these streaming platforms, whether it be Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, wherever. Even some of the mainstream anime ones like Crunchyroll and others. That the industry is booming right now. There's so much stuff coming out, so much requests for it. There's a hunger for it, and it's making lots of money. Some of the bigger ones like Demon Slayer and others are making millions and millions of dollars worldwide. But that money is not trickling down to the people actually producing this amazing artwork and animation, and that's a shame. So from the article here, they interview a young man who has worked as an animator, as a top animator, not just a regular grunt. He's been working as a top animator in the industry as well as an animation director. And, with all that he's done, there are animators who are bringing home less than $200 a month. That's usually your average in Japan, a very economically sound country where people should be making more money. And here's the thing, folks, because a lot of people don't realize this, but animation is very time consuming. Animation takes a lot of work. You have to put in a lot of hours, and to put in that much time and not be properly compensated for it is an insult to the work that artist has put in. I know a lot of people see these images and they see artwork or whatever and they think, oh well, it's just someone drawing. But no, there's a lot of work that goes into that. People have to draw it with pencil or whatever. There could be digital or traditional pencil. People have to go over it and do the line work and make sure it's nice and crisp. People have to fill in the in-between parts of the animation, parts that you really don't see, but it registers in your mind, so you think it's a complete motion or animation. There are people who have to color all that. There are people who do just do backgrounds. There are people who do the sound and the voice editing and voice recordings. There are people who do just sound effects. And then there's someone over all of it doing the direction or just doing the pre-visualization. So there are people that just do storyboards or character designs or whatever to decide what everything is going to look like. So it's a big production. And it's a shame that the people that are putting all that time in to create these things, they're struggling to survive. There are organizations taking up donations and trying to work for fair pay for these people. And when I say that's all they get is paid. They don't get health benefits. They don't get any type of pension. They don't get any type of retirement. They don't get any type of stock holdings. Nothing. Just a paycheck, if that. And then of course that gets taxed. And like I say, you're not bringing any money home. I've read several stories of Japanese artists and animators where they'll be almost my age, living in their 30s or 40s, all living in one home or one apartment like teenagers or like people who just got out of college, because that's the only way they can survive and pay their bills is if they link up together 4 or 5 to an apartment to pay for it. That's horrible. And they're not eating well. They're not taking care of themselves. They're working themselves to death. They don't have time for any type of outside social structure, much less any time or energy or money to get or start a family or to maintain a family. God forbid if you get some girl pregnant or you become pregnant if you're a female animator. How are you going to take care of that child? How are you going to support a family with the money that you make doing this stuff? And then like I said, you spend all your time doing it and you're not properly compensated for it. That's horrible. That's disgusting. And the animation industry, the people in the higher ups, these corporate jerk-offs should feel ashamed of themselves. I know they don't, because for most of them, they feel they're making money now. Money's pouring in, so they don't care. But a lot of the animators are stressed out, and even some of the top ones who've made these shows so popular have almost decided they're going to retire. And a lot of these people want to retire in their late 20s, early 30s. That's how bad it is. They've been working for maybe 10 or 12 years, and they're already ready to get out. They're just burned out. And it's a shame and disturbing, and like I said, it's just disgusting. I don't appreciate it, and don't think it's any better here. It's barely any better here. Like I've told you before, here in America, you can work on project to project, and there's no job security whatsoever. They might pay just a little infinitesimal bit better, but there's still no benefits to it. Okay, you're still running around searching for a new job after every project, and even then, you reach a certain age and they push you out. They don't even want you there if you're older than 35 years old. So it's a shame, and like I said, it's disgusting, and that's why so many of these projects that come out are so derivative. The same thing over and over and over again. So I will post a link to the article. I would recommend that you read it, especially if you're a young artist or animator thinking about getting into animation. My suggestion to you would be learn animation, maybe hook up with 1 or 2 people that you think are good or that you like or that you work well with together, and produce your own animations or start your own production company. At least that way you'll receive more of the profits that way. You won't be starving. It might take some time to build up some clientele or some clout or get attention to your work, but in the end, it's better in the long run than working for one of these major companies, giving all your time and energy to them, and you're not getting anything out of it. And these anime companies, they're producing work that is used by the Japanese government to get more people to move there and bring more money into the economy. They are selling merchandise and everything else, and these animators don't get a damn thing. It's a shame, and once again, disgusting. You folks let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. Anyway, Chris Crazyhouse signing out. Peace.